So you're looking at the Rancilio Silvia with the Eureka Silenzio 55 bundle and wondering whether this pairing is worth the jump from a mid-range setup to something closer to a CAF machine at home. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've spent the last month pulling double shots every morning and dialing in the PID settings, so I can tell you exactly where this bundle shines and where it quietly asks for compromise. If you're already grinding fresh and pulling shots but still fighting temperature swings or a finicky grind, this combo is a real step up. If you're just starting out or mostly making milk drinks, the learning curve might feel steep for what you actually use. The Silvia's PID upgrade is the headline here, not just because it keeps the boiler locked at 93°C, but because it does it without the usual lag you get on cheaper machines. I dialed in a medium roast Ethiopian yesterday and kept the same shot time and yield for 3 consecutive pulls without touching the settings. That's the kind of repeatability you notice when you're used to chasing the same shot profile every morning. The pre-infusion phase is subtle, but it's the difference between a shot that starts fast and pulls sour and one that builds evenly from the first drop. If you've ever pulled a shot that tasted great on the first try and then inconsistent the next 5, the Silvia's pre-infusion smooths out those peaks and valleys. The Eureka Silenzio 55 is the quiet partner in this bundle. At 55mm flat burrs, it's not the fastest grinder out there, but it's quiet enough to run at 6 a.m. without waking the house. The real win is the stepped micro adjustments. You're not cranking the collar half a turn to move from a ristretto to a lungo. I found I could dial in a new bag of beans in under 10 minutes once I got the hang of the adjustment ring. The only trade-off is grind retention. If you switch between very fine and very coarse settings, you'll need to purge a couple of doses to clear the chamber. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's the kind of detail that shows up when you're grinding for 2 drinks back-to-back. Where this bundle starts to feel less like a bargain is in the daily workflow. The Silvia's 1.8-liter boiler is great for back-to-back drinks, but refilling the reservoir every 3rd shot gets old fast. If you're the kind of person who likes to prep everything the night before, the reservoir swap is a 2-minute job. If you're impatient, it's a distraction. The steam wand is powerful and stable, but it's also a lever style that requires a firm grip and a little practice to texture milk without overheating the pitcher. If you mostly drink Americanos or black coffee, you can ignore the wand entirely, but if you're making lattes every day, plan on a learning curve. The shot timer on the Silvia is useful, but it's not the same as a scale reading. I still weigh my shots because yield matters more than time when you're chasing a specific flavor profile. The Backflushable solenoid is a nice touch for cleaning, but it's not a substitute for a proper backflush disc and cleaning tablets. Expect to spend 10 minutes every week on maintenance if you want the group head to stay gunk-free. Who should buy this bundle? If you're already comfortable with grinding fresh and pulling shots but you're tired of temperature drift and inconsistent extractions, the PID upgrade on the Silvia is the real value here. The Eureka Silenzio 55 gives you a quiet, consistent grind without the premium price of a single dosing setup. If you're willing to spend the time dialing in and maintaining the machine, this combo can produce CAF quality drinks at home without the CAF price tag. Who should skip it? If you're mostly making milk drinks and don't care about shot consistency, the learning curve and maintenance overhead might not be worth it. If you're just starting out, a simpler machine and grinder will get you 80% of the way without the complexity. And if you need speed over precision, this setup is better suited to someone who enjoys the process rather than someone who wants a quick cup. Bottom line, the Rancilio Silvia plus PID paired with the Eureka Silenzio 55 is a thoughtful bundle for someone who's outgrown entry-level gear and wants repeatable results without jumping to commercial pricing. It's not perfect, but the trade-offs are clear once you map them to your own habits. Check the link in the description if you want to see the current pricing and details.